Screaming and bleeding lava from hero now, striving for peace. It wears down evil. Can we try love again, love again, love again, love again?
Welcome back to the Assyrian podcast. I'm Marina, and today, with episode 186, I am thrilled to bring to you this interview with Prince of Assyria, or rather, the man behind the performer, Ninos Dankha. Born in Baghdad, Iraq, Ninos and his family fled to Sweden when he was under a year old. He grew up happily in Sweden, only to face the pain and trauma of losing loved ones and coming back from a near-death car accident that redirected his life to music. Ninos has released 3 studio albums as Prince of Assyria and performed in countless shows. His music and lyrics are described as dark, romantic, full of melancholy, and overall create an enchanting hybrid of styles and sounds. I want you to get to know Ninos directly, but first, please indulge me for a moment as I take you back to how I got to know Prince of Assyria. Let's go back in time to December 2013. I'm in Helsinki. It's cold. It's dark. A good friend, a real music lover, knows I'm Assyrian and introduces me to an act called Prince of Assyria. He says, hey, he's got a gig in central Helsinki, so we agree. Let's go see this guy perform. We get to Bar Loose, and the basement is filled to the brim. A quick scan around tells me that, as usual, I'm the only non-Nordic person there. Well, that is until Prince of Assyria takes the stage. It's just him and an acoustic guitar. He gets straight to it. He performs an entire set from his album Missing Note, and let me tell you, this crowd knew every single lyric. They sang with him, they swayed with him, and Ninos delivered every song so smoothly and somehow filled with such raw emotion, it was difficult not to be swept away with the crowd. And then, he's nearly done, the show's nearly over, and he says to this crowd of mostly Finns, and probably some Swedes peppered in, I'm going to perform one last song, but you won't understand this one. And he goes into a gut-wrenchingly emotional cover of Ashur Bitsergis's Biavinachai. I'm crying at this point. And the rest of the crowd, they're physically leaning forward as though they're just trying to get closer. They were enraptured. And now, here's Ninos Dankha. Welcome to the show, Ninos Dankha, Prince of Assyria.
Thank you.
It's so great to have you on. I think our listeners are going to get a real treat getting to know you. Let's jump right in. My question for you, really, starting in the back, what's your story?
That's a hard one, I think it's a lot of stories that form me. So I don't have a particular story, I guess.
Your background. So we know you're Assyrian, but can you just tell us?
I was born in Baghdad and I came to Sweden when I was 10 months. And lived there almost ever since. I lived in Berlin for 4 years and then came back to Stockholm. So I was raised in Linköping, a smaller town, and moved from there when I was 19 to Stockholm.
Okay, how far is that?
It's a 2-hour drive south.
What are the circumstances around your family leaving Baghdad?
As an Assyrian and my father's side were a bit, didn't really agree with the regime of Saddam Hussein. And so 3 months after the regime they came in power, they left because they felt that it was changing to the West.
I mean, it was probably the right move.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, some people, I'm not going to interfere. For me, it was a good...
You were very young, so I imagine you don't have any memories.
I don't have any memories or choice.
Of course.
I was just brought as a 10 months old.
Of course. Do you know about your family members and any Assyrian villages, or do you know anything of the background?
Yeah, my mother's side, they're Akkadian, so they're Chaldean, like Kildani. And on my father's side, Assyrian one was Zebarnai, or from Zebar. So it's close to Nineveh, and I went back to Ahmadiyya, which is the closest to Bilejan, a small village.
Wow.
Ahmadiyya. And Ahmadiyya is based up on a mountain top, kind of really high up, and it has its whole story, like biblical, like, because it's so high up. People would have that as a fort to protect.
Right, you build high so you can see down.
Exactly. So from that area, and I've had this, of course, I have this romantic picture of it because I've traveled on there twice, so for me it's very romantic.
I hear voices of greed and desire while singing my final set once again.
I mean, people that live there throughout these years been treated really bad. I think everyone there has been treated bad in their own way.
Mm-hmm. Are there a lot of Assyrians still there?
Not so many. I think some of them coming back. I'm not so involved in that question. I'm really not.
Fair enough.
I'm just proud that I have some form of cultural heritage that is still living by itself without me interfering and having to brag about it.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything for that. So.
What made you go back then? Why did you visit?
I mean, it's of course, and I have to.
Yeah.
And I think it's a natural thing to just.
And it didn't, sometimes when we visit places that we have in our minds, it can let us down.
This didn't actually. No, it didn't.
That's good. That's very good. Yeah.
I hope if I go another time that I'll feel the same. But it was really what I expected. A little bit more.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
So you did 2 trips?
One when I was 12. And now when I was 2009. Yeah, 2009.
Yeah. So right around when your first record came out.
Exactly.
Okay. I want to get there. I definitely want to get there. So you did grow up in Sweden. And did you grow up... I don't know about the town. I don't know much about Sweden. I know there's actually a large number in a town called Söder.
Yeah.
But was your town at all... Were there immigrant communities? Or?
There were. My cousins... my parents decided to move to a very ethnical Swedish neighborhood. So I grew up among Swedes. So for me, ethnical diversity was my friends. In school, not really. Depending on what school you were in, of course. I don't know.
No, that's very, very curious. Did you ever feel, since your friends were ethnically Swedish, most of them, did you ever feel different? Or were you always... You were so young.
Any minority would feel different in any place in the world.
Yeah.
So of course I did. It also gave me a lot. And it was different periods, then I had my cousins to play around and have fun with, and friends. They met my friends, and they were different ages, so you got to hang out with a lot of different ages. Then later on, when you started having your own life as a teenager, you started to have different friends. So it's been different periods,
Yeah.
Sometimes I wanted to relate to my immigrant, whatever immigrant is, friends, to we look a bit like each other. And sometimes it's like, no, we talk about so different things. I need to speak to my, so it's, I have no answer to that question because it's really complicated.
It's very complicated.
It's not complicated. If you really want to, it's so simple and so good. Anyway.
No, I understand.
And I have no answer.
I understand. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, speaking for myself, I feel that. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of listeners understand that too, because they're growing up in diaspora.
Yeah, exactly.
All over the world. So I think it's probably pretty common, that feeling. Did you speak Assyrian at home?
Yes.
So was your family life...
Assyrian.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
It was very, they really wanted me to learn Assyrian, speak Assyrian, Assyrian, write Assyrian.
Oh, yeah.
So I read, so it was very important.
Fantastic. Do you still read and write?
I do.
Yeah?
But, I'm not gonna...
No, don't worry.
I'm not gonna, go on total terminology. It's not gonna happen. But I do write. And I'm really glad that I have that.
Yeah, I think that's quite special.
It's more that you can write and no one understands what you're writing. You can just in public write ever. No one's gonna understand.
Yeah, if they're looking over your shoulder, your secrets. That's great to have that.
You bring along joy, you bring along joy now. Sunshine on, won't stand in your way. You bring along joy.
Well, What role did music play as a child in your life?
Oh my God, I mean, music and dancing and music, dancing, and tennis.
Music, dancing, and tennis. Oh, really? Okay, break that down for me.
Narcissist.
Okay.
I mean, as an artist, everyone's a narcissist. I mean, in whatever.
I know, I understand. There's got to be an element.
No, but music was. My father loved music. My uncle was a musician, also as a hobby musician, but also I had a lot of music from my father's side around. All from Swedish Cornelius to ABBA to Assyria.
I see. So he just loved music. So it was everything. He wasn't just focused on Assyrian music or something like that.
No. He loved music.
Yeah? And your uncle was a musician?
He played in this Assyrian band, and we were all like looking up to him, like the good-looking uncle that was playing music.
Of course. Did he have a mustache? He must. Is he even an Assyrian musician if he doesn't have a mustache? You have, though, in the past.
I used to have a beard. Yeah.
Okay, and then dancing.
Dancing, I was introduced from my brother. We started dancing, and I just blew my mind. Dancing in general, the way you could express yourself without saying anything, and just in movement. It was really, and letting someone else control you, because the music controlled you. I wasn't controlling the music. It was, so that felt really transparent, but still being able to express. That was really, I miss that.
You're not dancing anymore?
I'm not dancing anymore.
Okay. What kind of dance was that? If you were to try to categorize it.
I mean, I started off with street dance and hip hop, and then I wanted to take ballet classes to become better. Yeah.
It's interesting the way you described it. So in dancing, you have to let go because you're not in control. The music controls you, you said.
Yeah, the movement controls you.
The movement controls you. In music, are you in control?
No.
No.
See, it took me a while to, that's what you want to get, totally transparent, like totally here, but playing. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Not being in, like, trying to figure out what's happening here.
It's just happening.
Yeah, as long as I'm in the way, I'm creating not as good content, I think. So, yeah.
That is very interesting.
So everyone has their own perspective or aspect of it, but the creativity.
Yeah.
But for me, it's really like to be really transparent. But still, I have to be here.
You are necessary.
Yeah, exactly. I can't just be floating around. I have to be very present, but not...
Not controlling the music.
For sure.
Allowing the music to come out of you.
Yeah, for sure.
That is very interesting for me to imagine that. I don't play an instrument, so to me, I would imagine I control this item, but I understand what you're saying.
It is a form of improvisation all the time, with some leads, topics. That's how I can explain it in a way. It's like, I have to play the song in a certain way, but I don't want to play it while I play it. I want to be totally just left for the song. I just want to... Now I feel like there's low, but it's really... As soon as I'm interfering, it backs off a little bit. It gets further away from what I'm trying to say.
I think I can imagine that in seeing artists perform. When there's a real...
So this is why I take the example of dancing, because dancing is all that. It's if you start to have your own impression of some movement in the music, you just look out of place.
Yeah.
For sure. Even if you're doing something really good, it just looks out of place.
It's almost like it takes over you. It's transporting you. It's like there's a different energy coming out. And then tennis.
Me. If something goes wrong, it's me. I'm always about to. If something goes good, it's me. I can't blame anyone. No one's gonna blame. It's just me, the ball, same rules, and the guy is on the other side of the net. No touching, no physical, start hitting each other or whatever,
Yeah.
But still very physical.
Absolutely. Do you think those three come from the same place inside of you?
Maybe.
How'd you get into tennis?
There was a court where I lived. My two cousins that are 2 years older than me. They were playing and I wanted to beat them.
So you had to.
Yeah.
So were you self-taught in tennis then?
Yeah, first, and then I was in tennis school.
Did you play for school or
No,
Semi-professionally
no,
or professionally?
No. Dancing came and took over.
Oh, I see. So music is the one now that out of those three loves is your at the front.
Of course.
Yeah. Very interesting. So who were you before Missing Note came out?
I was a shy producer, music.
A music producer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had this, everyone tries out with different bands.
Did you?
Yeah, of course. Everyone tried with some, not necessarily doing it, but just working together.
Yeah.
Before that, I had this thing that I was going to make a lot of money in my head. I thought I was going to make this career thing. So I had to run on that.
What did that consist of?
IT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you study that?
No.
No.
I studied strategic marketing communication. So I do a little bit of that as well. Like, it's a sidekick.
Okay.
But only for companies that I really like. I'm in a good position where I don't have to do stuff I don't like.
That's great.
But it took, everyone's listening. You have to work your way there. It's not going to come.
You have to take the jobs first that you don't want until prove that you can do it. Yeah.
I think I'm going into something I like a lot of things today. Everyone's raising their hand like, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to doing it, it's like, yeah, but how you can do it? Like, why did you raise your hand?
Yeah. Well, I could,
I think I can do it.
Right.
Yeah, but I think I can fly to the moon, I'm not going to fly to the moon. We all know that.
There is a big fake it till you make it feeling, right? Or mentality. So you thought you were going to do this thing and make a lot of money.
And then I had a car accident.
Seems like you're rising. Feel so far that I can't find.
I was in bed for 7 weeks, formerly paralyzed. And I decided there that I would never do anything that isn't fun. I'm just going to have fun. Because, just laying there, not, when you can't breathe because you're in so much pain. And my whole spine.
Your whole spine.
So there was this spinal cord injury.
That is very serious.
Yeah, so I decided I'm going to do music. So I installed this program on my computer, and here I am.
You dropped everything else. That's a big shift.
It is a big shift, and it has had a lot of complications, but I can't. Still 10% is the complications. Compared to what it gave me. So it's a so small amount you're paying for being able to really do. If you don't have any money, you put up your guitar or piano or my pen and paper, and I feel lost for 5 days. I don't have to spend nothing but coffee, and you know what I mean? It's like, I'm actually the happiest place ever. I'm not spending. When I found that, then everything changed, for the better. But for really finding that, and now since this happened to me with the car accident, I'm becoming more philosophical. But it really changed me.
Yeah, that's a big moment, especially if it was life-threatening, and it seems like it would have really altered your life.
It did.
Yeah. It's so human of us that it takes something like that to make us realize, I don't know, we're afraid. We live in this world, right? We have to make money. We have to
be loved by everyone. And I was like,
it's a big step to cut off that part of you for a certain amount. Clearly, you're still.
I mean, look at. I like to enjoy myself. I'm not saying that.
Of course.
I do other things, but I only do. I would serve coffee if it was a place where I really loved the people that was working there, or the people that came to. So I'm not putting.
No.
It's just I need to be in a place where I'm appreciated, and I appreciate the people that are there.
So, you didn't just, wake up from your car accident and go, now I'm going to play guitar. So, were these instruments in your life?
No.
When did you? That is right. Stop it. That's actually what you did?
Yeah, piano and guitar.
So, you did not play piano and guitar?
No.
When was your accident? What year?
2003, and then I started playing instruments in 2007.
Your album came out 2 years later.
Yeah.
Okay.
The car accident was pretty effective.
Because you...
To the point.
Straight to the point. Very focused.
Yeah, you get very focused. Because you get bored of just looking at the ceiling and not being able to... Because the brain is simple.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right. Your hands and...
And if you move, you hurt. So once you're a bit back on it, you just learn.
So you pick these up, 2007. And self-taught, or did you take lessons, or?
Self-taught again. Of course, not so much. I wouldn't say so much on like the internet. If I'm stuck, yeah, it's like,
Sure.
Where's this? And it's, okay, if you practice like this, then okay, when I practice. Because I like practicing.
Okay, yeah. You like it. You like the activity. You like the action. You like being in that moment.
Yeah, and feeling stupid and accomplishing, overthrowing that thought, like...
Yeah. You enjoy the challenge.
Yeah, of course. That's dopamine.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So every time you create something, my friends hate me for this, because I keep saying this.
Say it, please.
Every time you do find a new routine in your life, that means where you feel bad at something and you're doing it and you feel good that you can do it, a new dopamine receptor creates in your brain.
This is science. This is fact. Okay.
So the more you challenge yourself to learn, the more dopamine receptors. I like dopamine receptors.
They're good to you. They're good to us. They're good to all of us. But a lot of people struggle with that challenge. They don't like to feel like a failure, like they're not capable.
You're going to fail. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares in 500 years? Who cares if I fail? No one's going to care. I'm sorry.
It is a certain type of brain or personality that gets comfortable with that enjoys the challenge of failing and then fixing it and finding it or making
Don't.
it.
Trust me, when I fail, it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm not failing. No.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, no. I'm as human as everyone. Yeah. I hate it, of course. I feel bad. I don't want to play anymore. I was like, this is not for me. I'm not creative for this. My hands are wrong, blah, blah, blah. It's like all these thoughts.
Yes, the critical self.
Yeah.
How do you overcome the critical self?
That's when you get dopamine.
Yeah.
I think it sounds pretty human to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is no small accomplishment, I have to say out loud, to pick up the guitar and the piano and then 2 years later have an album.
Whatever you want, I got it. Whatever you need now. Whatever you want, I got it. Whatever you need now. Whatever you need now. Whatever you need now.
Let's talk about that. What was your process? What about songwriting?
Yeah, songwriting, yeah. But I had so much I wanted to say. And I think from dancing, it's been so much music in my... So every musician is a copy of what they've listened to until they start writing. Because that's references. You cannot have that unless you have references. You wouldn't know what music was if you didn't know what music was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a lot of music in me from dancing, like listening to different kind of rhythms and harmonies and trying to fill them, empty spaces and movements, which production is all about in a way.
Right, so you were already working in production.
No.
No, you weren't.
But I could apply that thought or that way of thinking to production.
Yes, I see.
Do I want to move to this? No. Okay, what's wrong? No. Okay, that's okay.
How interesting.
Why am I not feeling euphoric? Oh, because of harmony. Okay. I think from dancing helped. So I'm not going to say I think dancing helped.
Yeah.
A lot of DJs have the same thing, that it's quite easy for them to start producing music because, where does it go off? See the reactions from people. And,
I see. They have these other quality. They've learned these other tools that they can apply here.
Exactly.
And so about songwriting. Did you write poetry before, or did you just jump into songwriting with that first album?
I was writing a bit, but as an Assyrian, poetry is everybody writes.
Oh yes,
everybody.
Yeah.
So that was quite natural. My father and my uncles, they were all writing.
That's beautiful. You had it around you. You had it in your ears, in your mind. Yeah. Were you writing, is it all you in that first album or second album or third album, or what's your songwriting?
I would say I got really inspired by two people that I was working with the first band. But no, it's me. It's me. I hear what they are doing now and I hear that this is me.
Yeah.
I can hear that.
How interesting.
So I'm fine with it. Because I was struggling a bit, like, can I do this? Hello.
Because
it's hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can.
You can. It sounds to me like you can. From what I hear.
It's mine. It's I found my voice. You know, I mean, not just literally my voice, but also the tonality of what I'm doing in this Prince of Assyria thing. I mean, if I would start another band with something else, maybe that wouldn't be this dark, romantic feeling to it. But that's what I feel like writing about in this project. Or not project, it just sounds like but it just... This Prince of Assyria.
Yeah. Well, then we have to. How did you choose the name? And then we'll get back to the music.
The name came from my 20th birthday. 22nd. My friends were calling me Prince of Assyria as a joke.
You know, I knew that. Without knowing that, I knew that. I was like, I can imagine what happened.
It's this joke.
Like your buddies were just like, oh, Prince of Assyria.
You know, young.
Of course.
Vital, just wanted to,
of course. Like we're with this prince.
Yeah.
Do you know this guy? Yeah. And so you took it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's distinct.
It is. I had some problems with it. You know, people told me to change the name.
Oh, really?
In the industry. But and then I started to question, maybe I should change it. Why am I changing? Let's just start another band if I want to do something else. It's not. Then I'm actually making something out of it. When it's not, it's just a name, and I happen to be Assyrian. That's even more fun.
Yeah. So you're comfortable with it now. You're good with Prince of Assyria. Great. I'm glad. I really like it. I do. Okay, so that's how we got to you even. I mean, your album, this is my note. The album is therapeutic.
Okay.
That's my note.
That's
from listening to.
That's a compliment.
I mean, there's a lot in there. It's very emotional. If you don't mind me saying, it feels like there's a lot of pain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grieving in that album. And then it continues actually a little bit in your next two albums. They're different, but can you tell us about Missing Note and what?
I think Missing, you nailed it. It's a very personal story. It is exactly what it is about. It's about loss, like family members when you lose them. The feeling the world is just falling apart.
Another love has gone away. Another love has passed away.
For me to do that, to just write about it, took me to even... It was therapeutic for me as well, because I couldn't talk about it, so I found a way to talk about it. And hide, you know?
Oh, yeah. We don't want to feel...
Not uncontrolled, you know, like, you don't want to do that. It's not that I mean, I want to be tired, but not while driving a car.
Correct. Yeah. When did those losses happen in your life?
94, 95, so it was about 16 or 17 or something.
Right, so then we fast forward and you had this accident, which helped you see clearly what you wanted in your life. And when you did see clearly and you wanted to do something that you really enjoy, that you want to create, your first feeling was to talk about those things.
No, I didn't at first. I didn't dare.
You didn't dare?
No. So I was hiding behind this almost a career thing within the industry, getting these huge things done, fly to LA, produce for Britney, and blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, I can't do this. There's something inside of me that's going to crash if I... So I dropped everything, and I got a lot of angry people, of course. But I decided to do this, and that's where I am. So it didn't come at first. It wasn't that easy.
Okay.
It wasn't just like, hey, guys, let's talk about it. No.
The heaviest things in my heart.
No, it took time. 2008, that's when I started really getting into this album, opening the door, let's do this.
Just a little creak to,
Yeah, and I remember like Sleep Tight, it was like, the guitars, it was like, man, when are you going to allow yourself to do this song? Can't we just do this song? Because I was like, how am I going to sing it today?
How interesting, right?
In my back. I just couldn't finish it. It felt like I would let go and I wasn't ready to let go either. You know? I wanted to start with saying where I am now is I'm almost done now. Halfway through a new album, and it's a total different. I'm not done with my grief, but I have it inside. I mean,
it's taking
like
a different
transparent again.
Yeah.
So I'm not letting it stay inside. I'm letting it pass through. It really helped me.
Yeah. So that's a new album after Third Level.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. As we speak, I'm working.
Because Third Level just came out last year.
Yeah. I'm not gonna wait that long. So I have so much. As I said, when the grief is kind of. Because it was such hard topics, even on Third Level, is a bit like, now I really need to, I'm not going to become all happy in the music, but this week.
Well, that makes perfect sense. From my research into this sort of stuff is we hold the pain, we can't talk about it. It's too painful to look at it, but it's eating us up. So we find a way to maybe open up a little, khatcha here, and then it transforms. It's not that it's gone. It's not that you're over it. It's that it lives in a certain part of you, and you can look at it, but you can live your life.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Before I was looking at it, living my life, producing it, like at some point I was like, I don't want to sing about this anymore. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I can't go into that now. I'm too vulnerable. Like, am I really going to sing about this in this state? It's like, I don't want to do it. So that feels better now. I can, because then, to be honest, do something else.
Right. Fair enough. Yeah. You can
can't do that.
explore something in you. And that was actually going to be one of my questions is that, Sarah, there's a lot in there. And does singing them help work through it every time? Or was that very difficult? And I think you just kind of answered that. And now you can sing them in a way as this is a story that exists in me.
Yes, exactly. Before I was in this, I'm still in the story when I perform. But as I said, transparent to the story. So I just let it, before I would grab it while playing. And, it was too much, it was a chaos going on. And I liked that too, because the audience seemed to like that I was in this chaotic state of mind, which I still do, but now it's, as you said, I can look at it, not all the time, but at least to understand that it does exist, to look at it, not to be a part of it.
You can access it, but you can also, words don't suffice for these things. It's so hard to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds so, but that is performing. Creating from a special place where maybe you're hurt, even if you're happy, it's like draining it out. You're afraid that you will never feel that again, or you will never be happy. Like all this. Yeah. Because
conflicting.
Because you keep. It's not like a movie. It's more like a theater. You have to re-perform the piece every time, and every time they have to believe you.
Yeah.
You can't just go in and sing the song. That's not gonna. It's not gonna work. So that's also something I had to really deal with in a sense. Do you really want to do these songs forever, sing about this forever?
Right.
And then I was like, no.
Yeah.
Now I was like, of course I'm listening. This is a natural part of me. I can't take that away.
There's like a reintegration.
It's a process.
Of these memories of these things that happened in your life.
Yes, it is.
Right, because now there's stories that live in you and not just...
I'm not living the stories all the time. I'm not in the story. Because then reality starts to change. It becomes pliable to everything. Then it becomes too much. It's just like, this is going the wrong direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then you got to find yourself. Yeah, because my notes were definitely about...
I'm losing myself.
Missing notes.
This time I'm gonna say what's on my mind. I know we're only a heartbeat away. I know that I was hiding. Sorry, I was just too afraid.
Sleep tight.
Morning sunrise, wake my day, rise up again. The sun makes a bridge between me to him. I can feel you again.
From the first album to the second album, there was I have a 5-year difference here, 5 years in between, and then about 6 between the second and third album. What was going on between these albums?
Processing. Processing. It was, first album was, I think it went too fast. It was feelings,
Yeah, right.
So I got a bit scared. So I wanted to burn all bridges. I'm not gonna.
So I understand personally, emotionally, there was a lot. Professionally, what was happening for you with Missing Note? How did Sweden respond? How is that? How is that going professionally for you?
It went well at first. Then one of my traumas just went too strong for me. I felt like it was out of control and I panicked. So I just pulled away.
I see. So that's kind of also what you mean when you say just burn the bridges.
Yes.
So even if there was good things coming.
Yeah, for sure.
You weren't ready to receive.
At all.
What has been the reception with Changing Places and Third Level?
It's just been, Changing Places, it was even more intricate. Closing even more, like recording in the cave-like studio, like this reverb from the garage, you know, I really wanted to be dirty because the first one was so crisp and well produced. And like,
Yeah.
So I really needed it to be like how it really felt. And everything was, I was making, you know, everything uncomfortable, so it didn't sound too like comfortable and would like move things.
Yeah. I was listening. Absolutely. I heard that. You can hear
Like,
a lot. There's stops.
Better days, lonely nights in my life. I changed the name that occupies my mind. Not gonna replace you, not gonna leave you behind. Just need to change the woman on my mind.
because I didn't want it to feel like, oh, this is so... Because that's not how it felt. And with Third, I just wanted to make it a bit more groovy, as what I like to play. Like, more groovy, yeah, but a little bit more. Like, okay, let's, you know, okay, let's start to move.
Yeah.
So that feels...
Good.
Yeah, that feels...
Good. And how's the reception been for the album?
Professionally?
Yeah.
Okay. Second, I think didn't understand that. England did. London, yeah, they were. I got really good reviews in Guardian, and but I also told people to don't put money into PR, don't do this. You know, I was just, oh my god, crazy. And Third, I found this really nice indie label that I liked, and we did it calm, no stress. You know, like let's make this top album. You know what I mean? It's like, can't even deal with this kind of. Just make the album sound as we want it. Okay? That's the purpose.
Yeah.
Everything else is bonus. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And once I felt like I could do an album like that, and of course, all these stories that I really needed to be told, from my point of view, if everybody wants to listen, I mean, it's not. So now it feels, like I'm just thankful that I'm still being able to. I really am. I know a lot of musicians say that, but it's really true.
Yeah.
Because you can always improve. I will never have a master in music. You know, I will never become the master. I will never. There's no one in the world who ever became.
Yeah.
Because music is so big, you will always become better. So I feel like I'm not stressed about being older. On the contrary, I'm being inspired to, in 5 years, where will I be in my songwriting and my music? That's something I didn't feel before.
Yeah.
So the more like stress, it's like, man, you're starting when you're 32 again.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And you're not hearing that. You got no space for that.
No.
Yeah. You're open.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can feel that you're very open to to putting it out there now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am actually.
And so you said, for example, you mentioned the UK for the second album, and my experience in getting to know you has been, as I said before we started recording, through the Finns. And my understanding is that you're quite big in Finland.
Yeah, I mean, I also had my fights with Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I did.
I mean, you know,
No. Beef. Let's call it I have a love and hate thing for Finland.
Yeah.
I really do. I've been treated like so good by people there. Amazing. So warm. It's also, it's a bit weird sometimes when you're there, when they write about your appearance, more like physical appearance.
Oh, really?
Instead of what I do. I got angry. I got pissed off because
I understand that.
Yeah, I shouldn't, but you know what? I should.
Oh, sure, fine, sure. None of us should, but
this sensitive drama guy, it was just. Of course, I'm gonna be around that.
Yeah. Well.
But it's not. I love the Finns.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I can't speak to the publications, but speaking for kind of just your listeners, they love you.
That's nice to hear.
That's been my experience, and that's where I saw you perform, and in Helsinki, and they loved you. It was a magnificent, really amazing feeling as an audience member to feel their energy responding to your energy.
Yeah, I feel that a lot in Finland.
Yeah.
It's the darkness.
I was gonna say, why do you think they're drawn to your music?
Finland and France.
France as well.
Yes, because I think it's the romantic, dark side of them.
There's a melancholy.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes when I hear Assyrian music, it sounds like it's Finnish, but they have singing Assyrian.
Yeah.
It's like the same phrasing, melody.
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes sense. France, actually, I understand that. And I know I did find some pieces in French publications about your albums. So that makes sense. So have you performed in all of these places?
Yeah.
Do you tour? Do you like to tour?
Sometimes. Depends on what tour. I wouldn't do these tours where I'm not appreciated, because you have to do some of those. Like, the bookers, it's not. You know, when you're like, they want something else. Why am I here? I'm going to make them sad. They just want to jump and have fun. You know, please don't put me in. No, they're going to like you. It's like, I'm not sure, man. And then you play and they're like, why is he so sad? And they come up, do you have something more happy? Like, no, actually, this one is even worse.
Oh, yeah, let me give you. Do they actually come up to you and they're like, can we get something a little boppier?
It's like, why am I here? That's my question.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
So I guess within industry, they try to plug you into different shapes and things. And
I'm
yeah.
Myself before.
Yeah.
I understood that I have to be picky in what I want to do.
And are you now? Do you feel confident in choosing where and what?
I'm confident in the people I work with, like their taste, and the people and the things that they present to me. Like, yeah, that's nice.
That trust is so
Exactly.
important.
And I didn't have that either before. It was suddenly everything just went bang, especially in Finland.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to work with me. Everybody wanted to sign me. Because it went big before I signed. So do anything.
So you were up for grabs.
Yeah, and then once I was signed, they started to like this, okay, this.
I see. That's a lot to manage.
And I wasn't 17, or 18 or 16, just glad that I had a guitar, like, oh, I'm going to be on stage.
Yeah.
I was 30 years old, so it wasn't...
Probably a good thing. You were less likely to jump into the wrong hands or...
Yeah, or
Right.
being like a huge villain.
There's that. There's that too.
Yeah,
There's that too. But, Stockholm's beautiful, man.
Yeah, for now.
See the new made streets, how they dress with tears. The wind is blowing right here. Your speed, love, beats my heart. Left is pain. That's my part.
You already said you found your voice. Not just actually your voice, but you feel like you found your artistry.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Pain.
Pain.
As soon as I felt touched by myself, like I wanted to cry. Almost. Like, now I'm being really. But I really felt like, oh, this is too much to talk about. Or this is too heavy. Let's put that in. Not as that's how I have to do it. But after a while, you start to dig there. And there's always shit coming up in your life. So it's a perfect way of dealing with it for me.
Well, you called your music earlier, you said dark, romantic. How would you describe your sound?
Dark romantic.
Dark romantic?
Yeah.
Can we hear something?
Since it's an Assyrian part, I'm going to play an Assyrian song.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was a real treat. And that's from third level.
Third level.
And it's all in Assyrian.
So that's it.
You don't have any other songs. You have some songs where you say something briefly, sing something briefly. I'm still not over that performance, but okay. But in this one, this is the first time on your albums you've had something that you've written in Assyrian.
Yes, this is actually my father's lyrics.
Really?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
So, but the music. Yeah. So, I want to be better at writing like Assyrian lyrics. Trying. And I am writing, hopefully. Keep adding some Assyrian songs or making a Assyrian album. I just don't want it to be, like, as we spoke about earlier, this nationalistic thing around it.
Yeah.
I just love the language, I love the culture, I love the music and the harmonies.
Yeah.
The Assyrian is very close to Gregorian. I like it.
Very old.
Yes.
And you've put some Assyrian in certain songs. And I feel that they're usually when it's related directly to your family. What is it, though, that makes you want to put Syriac or Surip in your music?
Because I speak it. It's like I hear a lot of put Spanish inside of English, they put Swedish inside of, or English and Swedish, and German and mix. It's a language.
Yeah.
It used to be a lingua franca. And why not? It's a language I know and I can relate to. And when I sing in it, I can really add pictures that I cannot when I... Because it's just another way of speaking, I have a total different way of linguistic as well. So, the grammar and everything. So it becomes this different world.
Yeah. I was gonna ask about that. If you feel a difference when you sing in English and when you sing
I feel
in Assyrian.
I sing in Swedish, in English, and there's no hierarchy in where I feel the best. But just I feel different.
Do different emotions come out?
I think it's more references, like what I have experienced within that language.
Right, where you can access those things.
Like Shmeya. For me, if I say Shmeya, I have a lot of situations where I spoke Assyrian, and all these things. If I say the sky, I would maybe think of a song, or I wouldn't really think of the same things as her.
The associations are very, very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that makes it personal.
Right.
Easier to perform.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah.
Of course.
If it's coming from within you.
Yeah. Or being this transparent, I was now coming back to this. Like now, I was really focusing on the words when I was performing. Because I wanted to say, I wanted the words to be heard. And since I could really say them, I had no problems.
Right. It was very, natural is the wrong word. It was
my ego, nothing was just like, do I want to say this? It's like, this is what you want to have to say. And say it.
What did your producers or your label feel about you putting the song in Assyrian full on in the album? No problem.
I loved it. People were like, this should be the first single. This should be. It's like, I don't care. I don't want to understand. It's like so lovely to not understand. And I can relate to that too.
I can relate to that too.
I love to go to a country where I don't understand anything. I'm just like making up these discussions they have about, let's have some lobster tonight. And it's like, nobody's angry at anyone. And it's just,
Well, for sure. I don't think language has ever stopped somebody from enjoying good music. Think about the operas people listen to or anything like that. It's never been a barrier.
No. It's emotions.
It's emotions.
Does they come true?
Yeah. That's I love it. And I want to share a short story for the listeners about that performance in Helsinki. Because you did your set and it was from your first album. It was fantastic and the audience was there. And then was your last song that you chose to bring in a cover of an Asher Betserges song, and I was standing right there, over there, you're performing right there. And I was like, is he really going to sing in Assyrian to this crowd? What are they going to do? And it was a rendition of Bienvenue Achai with acoustic guitar and just your voice. It was amazing. the audience just, I mean, they were hanging on every word that they couldn't understand. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
It was beautiful.
That's love again. For me too.
Not to embarrass you, but that's how I experienced it. Definitely. And I was there with a bunch of Finns and we were chatting about it later and they were like, you understood that? It's like, yeah, I understood that. Plus, I know that song. You know, I grew up with that song. You know, it's a beautiful song. Yeah. What made you perform that night?
Because exactly as I said before, with my father and music in the car, and that's one of the songs where I was like, reverse, I want to hear it again, played it a lot. I think everyone had a relationship to that song because I also say it's like when Assyrian music didn't have so much meaning, they actually played which the melodies and everything comes through so much stronger, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's, but that's the matter of taste.
Yeah, that was something very special. Did you perform it a lot on stage?
I used it as a cover song to perform.
Yeah. So you said you have a new album that you're currently working on.
Yes.
Released spring, fall?
Single spring, album fall.
Is there any sneak peeks or words about what's going to happen? I mean, you told us a little bit that you're changing it.
No, I'm not changing. It's going to be... Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, me, all the sad guy.
Good. I read about your voice being described as a Leonard Cohen voice. How did that make you feel?
You can't grasp. Just leave it as someone's opinion.
Yeah, okay. You have a very specific sound, your voice. Did you know that before you started?
I just decided. Someone always told me to sing as you speak. I kept that.
Sing as you speak.
I kept that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, don't try to become this person. Like, I'm going to sound like this.
Yeah.
Make you sound like this.
So, obviously, being Assyrian plays a big role in your artistry. Yes and no. You are a combination of a lot of things.
Yes and no, for sure. It's like one palette and one color in the palette.
Yes. And you access it sometimes and you go to other colors other times.
Of course.
Is that how it feels in your life?
Yeah.
Are you involved with the Assyrian community in Sweden at all or anything? Okay. No, that's kind of the beauty of us too. There is no one way. It's so
nice to not have a country to feel like an idiot when they're treating others like...
I think we can wrap up soon. I have a question that I think you have to ask a musical artist. Do you have musical inspirations?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
And who are they? What are they?
Usually I describe them as a circle where there's a bullseye in the middle and it's moved in the circle.
Okay.
So I have a lot. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, okay.
I listen all from classical to folk to hip-hop to jazz to... pop to rock to punk.
Okay.
It's so wide because I really, really love music. I think so. It's like I really, really love it.
So a lot of contemporary stuff as well.
Yeah.
Is inspiring you and
not just when I'm in the creative mode, when I go in the studio, I really don't want to listen to that much.
Okay.
Because I need to stay focused on my picture of what I'm doing. It's getting easier now. In the beginning, I was like a year before I'm recording, I have to close the door.
Yeah.
Not listen to anything,
Right.
It's
right.
Like, I don't want to be a copy of anything.
Yeah.
You're a copy of everything. Just let go. So it's getting easier, but still, I don't want to that's a nice thing. I should.
You don't want others sounds
ideas,
in you.
Yes, it's like, I'm going to make that one. Because that's what you do. Not, you get inspired or whatever.
Even subconsciously, perhaps.
Of course, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Of course.
We've got tunes in our heads, and when you're creating...
As I said, that's how we speak. I mean, we learned how to speak. I didn't invent language.
Right. Well, could we argue? No,
that's why I'm not in the Assyrian community. Just exactly.
I had to do it. Well, to wrap it up, and thank you so much for your time. If you've got something to tell, we'll tell our listeners that you've got these 3 fantastic albums that are available, and you're working on another, so we have to hold tight for that one. And so we know what's next for Prince of Assyria. Will we get any shows?
Yes, you will get shows.
Okay.
You will get shows. Next year is, I'm investing myself in this as well a bit more, like being more available.
Yeah.
So that's going to be nice, like more interested in playing. As I mentioned earlier, this struggle I had inside is a bit not over, because it will never get over, but I'm on the right side.
Yeah.
I can perform without being in bed for 2 weeks afterwards, which is that was the case.
Really? Yeah. So there will be performances.
There will be performances.
We'll
Don't
find
feel
them.
sorry for me because my songs are sad.
No, I mean, we want those songs. We want them. So we'll find your info on your website.
Yes, website is iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. Yes.
Everywhere.
And if you like, just don't be afraid to contact. I might come and play.
Great. Very cool. You have anything you want to tell our listeners? They're all over the world.
Yeah, don't ever doubt being yourself.
Yeah, we'll end there. Thank you so much, Ninos, for your time.
Thank you.
It's everywhere I go, I'm on my way. Tell me you're too cold, I'll walk away.
That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed getting to know the man behind Prince of Assyria and hearing some teasers of his music. Check out his 3 albums and make your way to a show if you can. A big thanks to Ninos for his time and to you for listening. We love to hear from you, our listeners, so please reach out and let us know how we're doing by rating and reviewing us, and let us know what you'd like to hear more about. And remember, the Assyrian Podcast Shop is live. Check out the link in our bio and get your Assyrian podcast merch today.